right, Senua. Let's rejoin your journey. Where am I?
The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering worse than death. And you wanted to surrender. Abandon and to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war.
I will go to war.
This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
Gotta remember how to play this. It's been a little while.
End it now. This is nearly the end.
Oh, what a waste.
The gods made you for a reason. It's your calling.
Those run attacks. Sick.
He's down. Finish it. Finish it. He's gone.
Why suffer the past when there is a new road ahead? The only one that makes any sense.
Ooh, I did the wrong one.
Hurt. There's blood. There's another one. There's more. Be ready. You can defend himself. Going. You finished it.
Hit stun combos. Run knee, run tiger knee is best. I feel like I'm missing a rune somewhere over here. not to miss anything.
Every gate you open into darkness brings another charge.
Oh, sick. Oh, get up. Get up.
She can still do it. She's injured. She's not gonna make it.
Come and get it, son. Oh, he was wounded, it seemed like. How many of those charges can I get? Sick. Can I only get one charge or something? No, no.
She's so weak. They can see you're weak.
Looks like you can only get one charge right now.
Take him down. Take him down.
Oh, sick.
Such
Attack!
Now there's three.
Behind you!
Oh, sick.
Get up quick! She's hurt. She won't make it.
No, no. Oh no.
Finish! She finished him!
It's over here. Guess there was nothing there. Leads to Hellblade. Feels like I'm living out the movie Thor. Just kidding. I don't know.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to Hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
Yeah, I've got to get back into countering again. That's why I got hit so many times. Forgot about it. Because at least when I started doing it as much before, it's because I had been playing for, what, almost 3 hours? What was that? There's 2 runes in this area. I can't go there.
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
Focus. Guessing the staircase? That's what they want me to focus on? The X was over there on the staircase and the S was here somewhere. There's the S. Or whatever that symbol is in Norse. Think they would have you reuse the same one that gave you the S. It's back there somewhere.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates.
Interesting.
The name of her
Like
dish
Superman?
is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
Or at least I got both of the runes for the area. The X is here somewhere. What does EX mean?
Gate. It's opening.
Is it her time?
It's coming.
That song again.
Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it.
She's scared.
Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
No.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares.
Senua.
Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be? Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there is no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You failed. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. There.
Snap.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
You have yourself a pretty good shiner.
Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Dillian. It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in me, Senua?
No, it's
Not.
It's a trick. It's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Dillian.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. It's happening. Go towards it.
She jacked up. Ooh, what is that? That'd be funny if there's a trophy for like drowning yourself. I guess there isn't.
There it is. You're imagining. It's Dillian. He's gone. He's gone slow. How could you keep going? How could you keep going? Ignore
Don't
the pain.
give up,
I told
Senua.
you it was to trick you. We told you. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Go.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house.
You can do it.
Her father Zinbel made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
Getting stronger. You're getting stronger.
So much has died here. I feel like there's got to be a rune around here somewhere. Sounds like her mother's calling her. Ah.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home, and it does not ask you to swim against it.
So, is the platinum include finding all of her mother's faces?
It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
There he was. The lone figure of a boy.
He's there, under the tree.
Sword play under the shade of a tree. She remembers.
Wow,
the
he's
first
far
time
away.
she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The glue lifted, and for the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
Where is he? He's there. Where is he? He's there, under the tree. You can see him. There he is. Come on, you have to keep. Dillian, go waiting for you. Keep going.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to miss the ruins.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Apparently there was a long bridge here too. Wonder if I can open this one, or if I have to open it to get to him. Oh, look at that. You can't even get up to it.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Well, I had a chance to listen to that story. I did find something cool to look at. I'm gonna look at it myself later, so I can see all the meanings. Just in case anyone else isn't interested. Hey, what's up, Darren Groombridge? Sorry, for some reason I didn't get the updated comment. Hopefully you're still there. Facebook doesn't seem to be keeping up too well. But by all means, if you have access to Twitch or YouTube, you can join me there as well. Oh, like that. You can climb. Oh, but does that lead me back to the same spot that I was at already? Curiouser and curiouser. Oh, it does. Is there another rune around here that I might miss? Heavens, no, I don't want to miss anything. I feel like I'm gonna miss one. Oh, there's one.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free.
Wow.
After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund.
Wow.
So his sister hatches a new plan. One that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Pure of blood, eh? Kind of curious with that. What does that one mean? From the looks of it, it says right ho. I'm probably not pronunciating that right, but it means wagon or chariot. Travel, both in physical terms and those of lifestyle direction. A journey, vacation, relocation, evolution, change of place or setting, seeing a larger perspective, seeing the right move for you to make and deciding upon it. Personal rhythm, world rhythm, dance of life. Right or reversed, or Merkstave, is crisis, rigidity, stasis, injustice, irrationality, disruption, dislocation, demotion, delusion, and possibly death. Interesting. I know there are 5 runes in this area. I want to find them all. Too bad I didn't start reading off the definitions earlier. It's kind of cool. Learning something about the mythology. Which way am I supposed to? Is there something over here? That just leads me back to where I was. Just a different way to go. I guess I wouldn't have missed the other one either way.
Watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. Luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Buried alive, eh? That sucks. How many more runes do I have left in this area? I have 2 left. There's 6. Is it a trick?
You're deluded. Where are you going?
Wow.
Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
This couldn't possibly be the other area, could it? The one that I'm actually in? Before? Look at, she's running without pain now. She doesn't have the scar on her face either.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zenua's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one?
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me?
She's quite adept.
You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dilly. I'm here for the warrior trials. Come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.
You killed him.
Did I kill him though?
But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel it.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up!
want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Delia? Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign, the tree. What's he trying to tell you? He's waiting for you by the tree.
Looks like it should be something. Maybe it becomes active after I search the area?
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death.
Burned to death.
Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire.
Damn.
Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Looks like there's another one here. What is this place? Is there anything up here? Nope. Doesn't look like it. There's another rune over there. And that's number 5. Or number 6.
And here is the end
Mirror.
of Sigmund's story.
Looks like.
He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye. The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end. Dying, he tells his wife that she is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named Gram.
What's the history behind that? Gram? Is that the sword I'm gonna get right now? Will I be blessed with the sword?
What's happening?
Senua. Imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands, where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard. Go to the shards. What's the shard? Find it. It's the metal runestones.
I knew they had to be rune stones.
Find it. The metal. The runes. You need that sword.
Are each one of them like different areas?
Find the shards. Where is it? Find it. There it is. Focus. 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 Use your eyes. Look. Get closer. What can you see?
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now?
Oh, I am in a different area now.
Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes, and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Dead in the air. You can feel it. Do this. Turn back. Why would he bring her here? It's not something. Why would he do something so dangerous? Bring her here. Dillion would never do that. Never risk her life. He cares about her too much. He loves her. He doesn't. It's not him. He loves her.
Well, there's one there.
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Hervor, the daughter of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
So this rune, Zebo, I don't know, Gebo, not sure how you pronunciate, means gift. Gifts both in sense of sacrifice and of generosity, indicating balance. All matters in relation to exchanges, including contracts, personal relationships, and partnerships. Gebo Merkstab. Gebo cannot be reversed, but may lie in opposition. Greed, loneliness, dependence, over-sacrifice, obligation, toll, privation, and bribery. Cool. Guess I can't go this way. Wait, the tree is there. Oh, I didn't realize it teleported me across. Is there someone in here?
Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember? I'll find him.
Can I light this? Sweet.
Did you hear that?
Is there somewhere else that I can light back here that I missed?
It's the voice of the voices dead. Not Dillian. Dillian's calling to you. Can you hear him? Where is he? He sounds like he's getting further away. Have you lost him? You're going the wrong way. Are you lost, and have you lost him? Where are you? Tell her.
Apparently I can't run in here. It's like the pool, I'm not allowed to run.
Where are we? Don't touch the walls. You don't know what they might do. Turn back. She has to keep going. It's not safe here. She has to keep going. If you go down there, no one can save you. It's too scary.
Looks like it.
I can hear him.
Oh, it is.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
Is that the tree of Yggdrasil?
The voice is getting louder. Listen, Dillian. Listen, listen, listen. It's him. Listen. It's getting louder. There he is. Keep going. Senua, follow the voice. You're nearly there. Dillian. It's him. He's going to save you. Find the voice. Find him.
I want to go back and check to see if I missed anything. I lit that one. Wait, did I light that one over there? I feel like I didn't. I know I did this one. It's this way. Ooh, there's one here.
Within the burial mound, Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
Of course. you like that? No, I guess not. Can't really see out that, whatever. It leaves me with one more that I need to find. That's the one I already got, right? Pretty sure it is. Yeah. I wonder if those shields have any significance. Wait. I just lit this one and that one lit. What the hell?
Find another way. It's not working. You have to use your mind. Where can you go? You're failing. Find a think. Focus. Use your mind. Where's he gone? He's disappeared. You let him slip through your fingers once again. Think clearly. You have to find another way. There has to be another way. You don't recognize it. Don't doubt yourself. You'll never find it. She doesn't recognize it. Yes, you do. You know where you are. She doesn't. Listen for his voice. Listen. Dillian. Where are you? Listen for his voice. Dillian.
It's hard to hear his voice, bro. When you keep talking.
Looks the same. Something's different. Look for clues. What is it? What's different? There's a clue.
Well, I mean, the shields are different. I assume that has some sort of significance.
Light the torch. Light it.
I already lit the torch.
Torch. Light it. It'll help you see him. It's not him. We told you. We told you it was a trick. Difference between these two now. Alright, so there's a hole there. Should I go that way? I feel like if I go that way, I'm not going to be able to come back. Let's go see what's in the other room. There's another torch in here. Now there's no torch in here. And there's a gate. Doesn't sound like Dillian. What's happening? It's not him, it can't be. What's that sound? The voice is changing. That's not Dillian. That doesn't sound...
Herver ignores her father's warnings. The grave mound opens, and it seems to be full of fire. Again, Herver demands her inheritance, but her father warns her that the sword is cursed and would be the bane of her family. But he relents and brings her the sword. She leaves the island with it, but the curse holds true, and death would follow in the years to come. And so, Senua, the misdeeds of a father have cursed his daughter.
No, not the misdeeds. got all the ones in the area. Did I miss anything?
What's in there? What's in there? What is it? A secret room. There are bars. How do you get in there? How does she get in there? There's no way in. Find a way. There has to be a way. Find a way.
Do I need to go back into that hole in the wall?
You're too close to stop.
Looks like I do.
It's in there.
Oops, wrong way. Somebody really wants her attention. So which way did I come from? There's the gate. So now... this way. Right? His voice is getting louder. There's that hole in the wall.
Quiet. He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him. That voice. It's not Dillion.
Can't remember his name, but it sounds like the guy I fought in the first stream of the game. It's vibrating so much now.
Dillion wants me to face my fears. Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chief said so.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal?
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No.
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
Did she kill him?
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving.
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Nice.
It's done. You did it, but there's more. There's more. You're tired. You have to keep going. There's still more. There's always more to do. It's not going to be easy. You're getting tired. Can you do another one? It's too much. Have you got the energy? She hasn't got the energy. No. Too much to do.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels... What is this place? This place feels... It's... creepy. It feels wrong. It feels strange. Where is it? Where are we? Turn back. This is wrong. This has to be wrong. There he is. There he is. The light. Go towards it. He's in the house. He's going in. He's disappearing. Follow him. Don't let him disappear. The air. Where's it gone? Keep going. How do you find it? It's just a trial. It's just another test. You just have to solve it, and then you will find him. Then you will succeed.
Ooh, creamy.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me.
The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. But the water. She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong, something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like them.
Look at that.
The bridge. It's broken. Fix it. You have to fix it. Now you have to find him. Quick, get to the house. Get to the house and finish this trial. It doesn't finish until you get to the house. Before he disappears, Senua. You have to get in.
Yeah, it's the same guy.
You found a way to climb the tower. The ladder. Quick. What now? You can see it. Aligned to the truth. The bridge.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farm hands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. But that is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
That's it. You did it. She didn't. It's not done yet. Just a small piece of the puzzle.
Oh, I didn't notice that the first time. Alright, so then now I need to use the other gate to fix something else up here. And I know I'm missing something. Is there another one that I'm supposed to go to? I can't believe I didn't figure that out right away. I didn't even attempt to look at it. Womp womp. Now just to open the gate back up. Head back through. And I've got my bridge done. Rot really wants her. Look at the corpses. Something's waiting for me in there.
Senua! Come to me!
Where are you?
I'm here. I'm right here.
Are you in there? Come out if you are.
Is he calling me outside again? Am I supposed to...
Where is he? Find him.
You have to find
There
him.
was a Northman called Grettir. Big, red-haired, immensely strong. But he was afraid of the dark. It happened one night that an undead creature came to his house to drag him outside into darkness and kill him. He resisted with every ounce of his strength. He clung to the doorframe, but it gave way, and they spilled out of the house, and the monster fell back, and the moon shone down on its ghastly face. Grettir, terrified, cuts off its head, but is cursed forever. From that moment on, wherever he was, he would see those hideous eyes staring back at him. Sometimes we allow our own fear to haunt us to our grave.
What's that sound? Dillian! They're coming for me!
There's too much. Someone's calling you. Someone's calling you. What's Dillian? Please. You can hear Dillian.
It's Dillian. Go to him.
Dillian?
Go to him. He's trying to save me. There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away.
Feel it.
You'll die.
Don't let it. It is.
Go towards it.
Run.
Focus.
Find
Focus.
it.
Focus.
Ah.
Focus. Run. Run now.
Where are they, Senua? Where's Dillian? Where are you?
Don't let it see.
Don't get lost.
Don't let it see.
Come on.
You'll start to burn.
You'll burn.
There it is. Move away.
Don't let it look quick.
What should I do?
This is taking too long. Can you hear him? You're lost. Rooms. You have to find them.
Where are you? You're lost.
Where are they? It still looks the same. The light.
Go towards it. Focus. 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 Look.
Oh crap. Let me get it.
To find one more.
One does it.
Oh, sick. Is it Surtur?
Where are you?
Is it him?
You've got them. Where's the door? Find a way out. Find the gate.
Get out. Run. Look at you.
Don't let it see you. It's coming. Move away. You're lost again.
I'm not lost. I'm running.
Senua! Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
We did it, guys. We made it through.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never remind us. What if this is the end? It's just a trick. It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled before. You could be fooled again. You don't know. It's just their game for you. You never know which way it's going to go.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
But what of Hela? Oh, I made it across to that building.
The bridge. You've come this far, but the bridge is broken. There's no way you can fix it. What you do.
We do what we must.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Well, Berkano, or Bircha, the birch goddess, birth, general fertility, both mental and physical, and personal growth, liberation, regenerative power, and light of spring, renewal, promise of new beginnings, new growth, arousal of desire, a love affair.
Dillion is in there. Don't forget. You can feel it. You need the runes to find Dillion. You need Dillion.
or new birth, the prospering of an enterprise or venture, Bracano reversed or Merkstave, family problems and or domestic troubles,
He loves you.
anxiety about someone close to you, carelessness, abandon, loss of control, blurring of consciousness, deceit, sterility, and stagnation. I'm learning quite a bit. Excuse me. There's got to be a reason why there's a bridge on each side. I assume that I have to make it into the dark again to be able to complete some of this.
She can't. Open the gate. It's locked. Try harder. She can't.
Try harder, you say?
She can't. She will. She'll find a way. She will.
Is it open if I destroy the light?
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the door?
Where will it take you?
It's not safe.
You are guilty.
Was it worth it?
Dillian.
There he is.
There he is.
What are you waiting for?
Quick, find a way.
Find him.
Go through him.
Before he disappears.
Dillian, don't lose him.
He's slipped away too many times.
You always let him disappear.
Dillian, there he is.
Quick.
Where is he?
Where's he gone?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here.
She's in the wrong world.
He's not in this world.
He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world.
The dark.
The dark world. The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Asks Baldur's mother, is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe? The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Baldur, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Baldur's mother, is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe? I did not ask the mistletoe, Baldur's mother confesses. I thought it was too young. Oh dear.
Not in this world.
Not in this world. You can't.
Damn, Loki. Wait, am I missing? Ah, there it is.
He was the only one she could trust.
Could she trust him? Senua, you've got it.
Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He didn't believe
that
she was
You're in the wrong world. He saved you when everyone else turned to the dark world.
Without you.
That is Ehwa's horse, 2 horses. Transportation may represent a horse.
Dillian saved you.
Dillian cared for her like no one else has.
Dillian's the only reason she's still alive.
May may represent a horse, car, plane, boat, or other vehicle. Movement, a change for the better. Gradual development and steady progress are indicated. Harmony, teamwork, trust, loyalty, an ideal marriage or partnership.
Listen to him. This love has tortured you, and it tortures me.
Confirmation beyond doubt, the meanings of the runes around it. Reversed or merc stave, this is not really a negative rune. A change is perhaps craved.
Everything gets broken in the end. You killed him with your love because he believed in you.
Feeling restless or confined in a situation, reckless haste, disharmony, mistrust, or betrayal. Oh, there's a different rune in here now.
There he is. Where are you taking him?
He's up there.
What happened? Oh, that's
There's a
right.
way.
Because I'm in the dark world
There's
now.
way up there. Find the way. She can do this. You're nearly there. She find the way.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Damn.
You kill the things you love with your curse.
You kill the things that are most precious to you.
Interesting. Wasn't as well put together as the other one was. But, okay. This rune is Tiwaz. Tyr, the sky god. Honor, justice, leadership, and authority. Analysis, rationality, knowing where one's true strengths lie. Willingness to self-sacrifice. Victory and success in any competition or in legal matters. Reversed or merc stave, one's energy and creative flow are blocked. Mental paralysis, over-analysis, over-sacrifice. Injustice, imbalance, strife, war, conflict. Failure in competition, dwindling passion.
That loved you. You squashed it, strangled.
Difficulties in communication and possibly
The
separation.
curse cannot be undone.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
He didn't know. He was kind.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go. She was caught between two worlds.
You were guilty.
That of Zinbel and her past.
Was it worth it?
future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
No wonder she went mad.
She should have listened to her father. Why didn't she listen to her? You have no time for this. Speed up. They've set your trials to distract you. They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you fall. What if these trials mean nothing? It's laughing at you. What if they take you no closer to Dillian? Dillian, you're letting this get in the way. What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle? Ever again.
It's the opposite way, though. The other room.
Do you remember this?
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder. Weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let hell keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
He was the only one that didn't mind the curse. He loved her so much.
Yeah, I figured that was locked. Oh, look, there's the last rune.
Remember Dillian? What do you remember? Do you remember the sound of his voice? He was the only one that didn't mind the curse. Nobody will love him. She thought that she knew best. She thought she had light within her when she was only. She is pure darkness. You have no chance. Dillian's in the tower. He's there. What if this is pointless? What are you doing? Why did you think you could...
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Balder's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down and turned these bonds to iron and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face. so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes.
Damn.
A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
He's the reason she's alive at all. They mean nothing. The gods are just playing. What if the gods are laughing at her? Messing with her. It wouldn't be this. Dillian! Time.
It's a long plank to walk.
It's not safe.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel.
You can do it.
I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes. Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Go to him. Go to him. That's it. Quicker. Quicker.
Don't go.
No! No!
No.
He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him. Just come to the water. He's drowned.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I know.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you. They're taking you from the inside. You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it disappears. They're going to take everything. They're not yours anymore. They're going to take everything you have. The memories of ghosts. They belong to the gods, not to you. They're eating you from the inside. They want to kill your soul. They want to crush it. They want your body. They want your soul. They want your mind, and they're going to take it.
The Northmen say that their Allfather, Odin, gave his eye in exchange for a drink from Mimir's well, the well of wisdom.
The well of wisdom.
In blindness, there can be wisdom. Only by giving can you receive in return. For this reason, I give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Senua.
Where am I? I can't see. Who's there?
Can you hear me?
Dillian.
I'm right here. Can't you see me?
No. Help me.
Breathe slow.
It's the darkness.
Stay still. Empty your thoughts. Tell me what you feel.
A breeze.
Good. Then there is a way out.
I can't tell where it comes from.
Yes, you can.
I like how they use the vibration to let you know where the wind is coming from.
The others. The voices. They've gone.
I'm still here.
It's so quiet. So dark.
It's okay. Listen to your own breath. Feel it rise and fall. Good. Be aware of everything you hear and feel. Let your senses guide you.
I can't go on. Dillian?
Find a way. I'm not leaving you here.
I think I'm somewhere else now. The breeze has gone.
Use all of your senses. Let the world speak to you. What do you hear?
I hear water.
Go to it.
Reach the water.
Good. That's your way out. Follow it upstream.
I'm so sorry. I thought I left this all behind.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault.
He was right. It's inside of me. It won't let me go.
Senua. My father, he taught me the hardest battles are fought in the mind, not the sword. I'm no coward. Prove that from the warrior tribe. This is just another battle. You can beat it.
This isn't for that. You don't have to help me.
I want to. Besides, you are going to be a great warrior.
There's no escaping the past in this place. And so she's forced to relive it. To what end?
There's a waterfall. I can't go on this way.
Then look for another way and tell me what you find.
There is a house. I don't know what's inside.
Don't be afraid.
Easy for you to say. You're not blind, bro.
There's something in here.
Do you see it? No. Then it cannot see you. Quietly move past it. One step at a time.
Ooh, that gave me goosebumps.
It's not following.
Leave it behind and keep moving forwards.
What are those things? I feel like I shouldn't be near the light with whatever those things are. I can't tell where the other one is.
I think I'm in a house. It stinks of death.
The darkness is testing you. But you are in control.
It's so disorienting. Whew.
A well. There's a well.
Don't turn back. We're getting close.
Dillian.
Dillian. Help me.
Shh.
Come to me, Senua.
Oh, sick. Oh no. Wait, where did he go?
Dillian. Is that you? I can see a light.
Yes. I can see you too.
She's not holding her hand out anymore. It's like she's sure of what she's doing.
She could spend hours, days even, trapped within herself, in the dark.
You see me?
Yes.
Your eyes were open, but you were gone.
And when it finally let her go, she could be anywhere, with no memory of how she got there.
Damn.
When it comes for me, I have no power over it.
But here, for the first time, someone was there to help.
But I heard your voice. You brought me back.
You found your own way back. All you needed was a little help. A little hope.
Oh, I didn't realize that those metal runes had symbols on them.
Trials. Go get the sword. You have to get the sword.
With grammar reforged, you will have Odin's blessing to walk, a goddess, into the halls of Helheim and challenge Hela as an equal.
So Dillian was helping me. And the sword will lead me to him. Like when we first met.
That last trial, I wonder what would have happened if I would have ran into one of those things.
Dillian gave her the strength to pass the warrior trials.
Yeah,
And she
released.
saw a way out. To leave her past behind. And become a warrior in Dillian's clan.
The sword is tainted by the gods of darkness. Leave it.
No. He left it here. He wants me to take it.
You will pay a price for this.
But years later, with Zinbal's parting words still haunting her, the darkness came back with a vengeance. The plague.
Dillian?
Everyone suffered.
My father was not supposed to die like this.
see it clearly now, Senua? The suffering you've caused.
This is your fault. You brought this plague to us. You have blood on your hands.
They're coming for you now.
They're coming.
They're coming to get you.
Hold your heavy strike. Hold it. Hold the heavy strike. Hold your heavy strike. Unleash the sword.
How does she focus?
The mirror. Our focus is coming back. End it.
Oh shit. Sick, I thought I was gonna die there.
There's nowhere to run to.
In the sea of corpses, the corpse waved through itself over the ones I loved. The ship broke up under them. The ship that had sailed from the land of shining fields. Their memorial stone is sacred. Come not here in the sun. Come not with a sword. Come not crying over a naked corpse. Come not with disturbed mind.
Reminds me of the mummy when he gets pulled down after a Noxunamun leaves his ass.
Do you hear the suffering, Senua? Does your precious gift of sight let you see the souls that rot here in this sea of corpses? Do you feel the blood running cold on your skin? Do you hear their endless cries? Do you smell their putrid wounds? They were once brothers, sisters, and loved ones. And look at what you have done to them. All because you were a coward, because you ran from your curse instead of facing it.
Oh no.
When you turned your back on your father, Zinbo, you turned your back on the gods and let the darkness wreak havoc on your people. Why must they pay for your heresy?
It's nearly over. Finish it.
Oh, sick.
Defend yourself. Nobody cared.
Oh no. Oh, don't die. Don't die. No. No.
She's injured. She can still do it. She's hurt. She's injured. She won't make it up.
Oh god.
Finish this.
No. Oh.
Who is it? Galena.
Where are you?
Do you hear, Senua?
It's definitely her.
Do you hear the voice of your mother, Galena? She calls for you, Senua. Go to her. Answer her pitiful call.
The darkness took her life, and it will take yours. It's taking you further and further into it. Surrender to the darkness. The darkness is here.
I can hear her, but where is she?
Mother! I need you! Help me!
You're dead. You both surrendered to the voices.
Your dear beloved mother was powerless against the darkness when it came forth. She too had a sight. She too doubted the gods and let the darkness infest her. But she didn't run. She escaped the only way she knew how. She gave her life to the gods. If only you had done the same, the world would have been spared this horror. It's not too late. She's calling for you. Why don't you join her?
I'm sick. It first. Oh, sick. I messed that up.
Why do you still fight on?
No, there's so many.
Brethren in this world, and let your blood sink into the seas and the rivers of hell. Isn't that what you deserve after all you've done? Give the darkness what it wants, let it swallow your soul and destroy what you are. Why are you fighting for someone who is already dead? Just look around you. What hope is there for him, even if his soul could be rescued? Do you think he'd thank you for what you have done to him, to his friends, to his father?
Finish this!
Darkness has taken you, Galena and Senua. Galena and Senua. You are lost. There's nothing you can do. You're dead. You're both dead. Mother and daughter dead in the sea of corpses. The voices took her. The voices have taken her. The voices. I can't fight it anymore. Not on my own. Where are you, Mother? I want to be with you.
That night, she gave up on her world to follow in the footsteps of her mother, to go to a place where the darkness couldn't reach her.
Senua, look at me.
Do you hear them? They're calling for me.
We've lost so many. And I've lost my father. I can't lose you.
You said it. I have blood on my hands.
I didn't say that. You've done nothing wrong.
Symbol was right. Everyone will suffer.
Zimbel is a fake. He is a hateful, bitter liar. He's poison. And his words still haunt you. Who do you trust? Him? Or me? Do you still believe in me, Senua? In us? Come back to me. Please. Don't let this darkness come between us.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind. He gave her the sword with which to fight in more ways than one. And she gave him her word, never to surrender. All she needed was a little help. A little hope.
Alright, everyone. Thank you to everyone that tuned in. Thank you for staying up with me this morning or night, whichever it may be for you. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. Please, I will be streaming this again. Thanks, Murder Man, for joining in. Thanks for donating the game. So far, such a great story. Shoot me a follow, subscribe, like the page on Facebook, subscribe to YouTube. Thanks to everyone that joined on Smashcast as well. Thanks to all my Twitchers. Alright, everybody. Have a good night.